Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Able to expose the atrocities being committed against our great leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. These atrocities dated and hoodwink some of the lawyers who held this case and the criminals in DOS who forever told you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is self in DSS, and it hoodwink Uchechi, the wife of our great leader, who said, and I quote, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing fine, better than free people that are not incarcerated. She said this and she thought that we all will forget. But she never knew that posterity never forgets. Posterity never forgets. So this morning we have to play their voice and you have to listen to them. But one thing that I must let you know is that the kingdom of hell will never prevail. This is freedom. And the people of Biafra are determined to pursue this freedom in any way, shape, or form guaranteed under the United Nations Charter for self-defense and people's rights, because we are people upholding rights of every individual who wants to be free.
I want the world to know that Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any prosecution. Nnamdi Kanu is facing persecution. Persecution in the sense that since the history of law in Nigeria, it's well established that Nnamdi Kanu is the only defendant in the history of law in Nigeria that does not have adequate time and facility as provided by Section 36 of the Constitution, which gave an accused person a right to have adequate time and facility to defend himself. What do I mean? You recall that some time ago, as his lawyer, when I went to have a discussion with him at the DSSS, my right was violated, I was intimidated, I was stripped to half naked there in DSSS. I rushed back to the Federal High Court and lay my complaint through originating processes.
Okay, we are still listening to the program, please. We are still listening. Just open your ear and listen very attentively. Share the program.
Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer rights was violated, granted all my release, and directed the DSSS to apologize to us and stop intimidating us and to pay me 5 million naira. That particular judgment was not appealed against. That particular judgment is still subsisting and valid. Now, we took the same application to the same Federal High Court, stating the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu should be taken away from DSSS. DSSS is a prosecution. You don't need to have a law degree for you to know that you can never be a judge in your own case. The principle of nemo judice casus sua.
Okay, for those of you who are listening to this barrister who is talking about the persecution, not prosecution, persecution of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in DSS. He said that once they are going into DSS to meet our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, remember, DSS is a prosecution council prosecuting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and never you forget the media propaganda that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is served in DSS, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should not be transferred to prison facility. It was done by these criminals in DOS, all of them panon, including this Mugusu going up and down, talking, ganging up. They are doing margin with a berima. This margin that they are doing, margin with all kinds of a berimas. Odinkemma is a Berima. Gaddafi is a Berima. Papa Ejima a Berima. Caterpillar 7.5 million a Berima. And one thing that I like in that group is the group of Ndoshi. So what I will do to them is the same thing that I did to Livingstone them. I told them when they gathered, I told them that you can never exceed 6 months. Go and ask them. As at the time that I did that program, I was Nenyoha. Bam! They started having problem and they were controlling it. They said, oh, don't take it to media. These people will laugh at us. I came to my program. I told them. I told them, you are already having a problem, because my spiritual thermometer have measured the type of problem. And I told them that you people are at the brink of Eko Onyendu. At the brink of Eko Onyendu. I said it if you have been following me. And you people will finally divide. I think I will have to look for that video and repost it so that you people will measure it. I said you people will finally divide. So the same thing is what I'm going to do to this group of criminals, though they pose no threats. They are just criminals looking for who? Papa Ejima, I heard that the Obi that I was exposing here, I heard that he was in the group. And I was in the group letting people to know that this man is a double agent. They say, he is in the group. My informant have thermometered them, measured all of them in that group that they opened. Obi was there so that you know what I was crying about. Most of you saying, comrade, you don't know what I know. That man is a criminal. So according to this lawyer here, he's saying that once they go to DSS to submit confidential files for Onyendu's prosecution to discuss, the DSS will have the file, snap it, and you know it's not favorable. The person that you are doing case already have your own case, your own defense and everything. They will practice it and you don't have their own. So what happened to a lawyer who was in charge advising these criminals that they should protest, that Onyendu should be in DSS? What were they planning? To jail Onyendu. It was to jail Onyendu, and I was saying it before. You people do not believe me. I said, contact a lawyer and ask the lawyer, how can a prosecution counsel still retain somebody that they went to kidnap? You a prosecution counsel, you went and retain somebody that you still kidnap. Check if that case is going to favor you at the end of the day. Many of you do not understand the angle that I was coming from. Some of you, this is lawyer saying the same thing, that an illiterate is primary school dropout, not even secondary school dropout, primary 3 dropout, was saying, alerting all of you who are graduates. Long time ago, I started alerting all of you. The people claiming to be graduates, I started telling you that these people want to buy Onyendu. How can people who are claiming that they are protesting for Onyendu's release be agitating for Onyendu to be in DSS? And a wife, somebody called a wife, have the temerity, the audacity to say that the husband is doing well in DSS. At the hearing of international community, better than all of us, and you ask, is this a wife? They all want to jail Onyendu. According to this lawyer, whenever they take some paper to Onyendu, to look at it. This is the paper, this is the case that we are going into. The prosecution counsel that went to kidnap Onyendu from Kenya, you take that letter, photocopy it, and know these people's plan before they even begin. And once they have finished having discussion with Onyendu coming out, they will search all of them, take the paper that they got from Onyendu, snap it and photocopy it. Do you see? So what happened to these illiterates? Listening to DOS are wise, always telling you, oh, Onyendu is doing fine. Why are you protesting that Onyendu should be taken to prison facility? They will buy Onyendu. They are manipulating your brains in order to buy Onyendu in DSS. It's somewhere that none of you ought to be. When Soludo have to make a visit to Onyendu, that was the first time that they changed Onyendu's clothes. To make you look, why did they have to change the clothes of Onyendu? That means the people, Soludo is among the people subjugating Onyendu. On his order, they changed Onyendu's clothes. And since then, courts have been ordering change Onyendu clothes. DSS refused. And a lawyer is found, a former lawyer, that is Barrister Tony Mantena, submitting paper that nobody should be allowed to Onyendu. No medical doctor should be allowed to Onyendu. Onyendu should not be transferred to any prison facility. And these lawyers are saying, you can never be a judge in your own case. You are a prosecution counsel. You don't have to retain Onyendu. And the criminals in the DOS are there making mockery of themselves. One thing that I love is the brain that Almighty God give me. Once they give me voice or talk to me, that thinking that they are mocking me, inside that voice, they disgrace themselves. No matter how they comport themselves in order to make that voice, you will disgrace yourself when I play that voice on my platform. And that is the reason why they are looking for me for 1 weekend. They are looking for me for Onweru. They said I must buy. And the money that they continue to waste in native doctor, I told them, any native doctor collecting money from you, that person is just deceiving you. I am telling you the fact. Go to any native doctor. If you like, go to the worst. You will say, hey, these people knows what they are doing. My brother, collect your money. No native doctor will be able to buy me. The law of nature determines that anybody speaking the truth, divine power circle that person, especially when you have spilled innocent people's blood. The divine power of those innocent people who couldn't defend themselves that you buy, you always circle the person speaking the truth, that you will not buy that person. That is the law of nature. I don't need to teach you this. Do you need to go to school before you know the law of nature? That is one thing that I'm telling you. Those of you who are sheepishly, mumugoriously talking rubbish. I am Emmanuel Remigius, one of its kind. And I must continue preaching this holy gospel as it may, and the whole world is listening. Let us continue to listen to their voice, please.
Provided by section 36 of the Constitution, which gave an accused person a right to have adequate time and facility to defend himself. What do I mean? You recall that some time ago, as his lawyer, when I went to have a discussion with him at the DSSS, my right was violated, I was intimidated, I was stripped to half naked there in DSSS. I rushed back to the Federal High Court and lay my complaint through originating processes. And after looking at all that happened, the court said yes, Nnamdi Kalu's rights was violated, granted all my reliefs, and directed the DSSS to apologize to us and stop intimidating us and to pay me 5 million naira. That particular judgment was not appealed against. That particular judgment is still subsisting and valid. Now, we took the same application to the same Federal High Court, stating the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu should be taken away from DSSS. DSSS is a prosecution. You don't need to have a law degree for you to know that you can never be a judge in your own case. The principle of nemo judice casus. You can never be a judge in your own case. Anytime we went to DSSS to have a discussion with our client Nnamdi Kanu, the DSSS will set up gadgets, send the officials to come and monitor what we are saying. Right from the gate, they will search us. Whatever documents that the confidential documents that I'm going with to discuss with my client, they will collect it, take it to the legal department. The legal department will read it, photocopy it before they will hand it over to us. Whatever minutes I collected from Nnamdi Kanu, as I'm coming out, they will collect it from me and snap it. So, in other words, there is no defense. And we have pleaded time without number that please, if you don't want to release him on bail, send him to Kuje Correctional Center. These are the people that we are trained on how to keep a suspect that is facing trial, and we call them awaiting trial suspect.
Send him to Kuje Correctional Center. Do you know when I was saying this? Send him to Kuje Correctional Center. Many of you don't know what I know. I am in media. Send him to Kuje Correctional Center if you don't want to release him. You cannot kidnap him from Kenya. Going to court, the same Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is still under your care. What do you have at the back of your mind? And a lawyer who claims that he's a legal defendant, went and wrote a letter to the same people who went and kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, ordering that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's doctor shouldn't be seen Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that nobody should see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu except him have the right to see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Other lawyers don't even have the right to see Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And you begin to ask, what is these people hiding? What do they know that we don't know? What are they hiding actually? What is it that they know in this case that we don't even know? When you understand all of these things, it will help you to reason fine. It will help you to breathe your brain as in what is happening. Many of you don't know. They want to jail Onyendu. The wife is involved. The criminals in DOS is involved. The Benjamin Madbonyoshi from Biafra to One Nigeria is involved. He was deceiving some of you the other time wearing skull cap. Now go and ask Benjamin, where is his skull cap? He have accepted Islam. Go and ask him, where is that his Jewish skull cap that he wear every time? Oh! Somebody that have accepted Islam, and they are now telling all of you that you should embrace one Nigerian undertone. That is the reason why all of them are going mad. Let us continue to listen to this barrister, please. What is happening? I'm coming, please. Let us continue to listen.
I want the word on how to keep a state. If you go there, they are a professional. They will give you all the necessary material. Provide a secluded place for you to have a discussion with your client. Even those that have been accused of treasonable felony, those that have been accused of terrorism, they never treated them like this. to talk about a freedom fighter, somebody that is fighting a just cause. Now we approach the same Federal High Court. The same Federal High Court refused to hear our application. I am talking about Honorable Justice Minta Nyako. Several applications has been made. In fact, one of them, he said that I'm not going to hear what happened in the other court. He said it. Now, on the last adjourned,
Binta Nyako said, I am not going to hear what happened in the other court. Now, do you see why the DOS criminals, all these demons, we are mocking some of you? That since you people have taken the case of Onyendu, go and release him now, let us see. Go and release him. They know the barrister Tony Mantena told them, don't panic. I will make sure that I frustrate them. I will make sure that I frustrate this case. Somebody that was sacked by Onyendu is still answering Lego. What are they calling it? What are they calling this thing? He's still answering the. What are they calling the overall this thing? School I used to mention it here, but my brain is filled up this morning. Somebody that have been sacked totally, he is still answering the overall legal team of Onyendu. He's still answering it up till now. Sacked by Onyendu, he is still answering, parading himself and telling people that he is the overall legal team of Onyendu, of IPOB. You can imagine how pathetic that is. That is the reason why this thing now that all these lawyers are lamenting is the reason why the DOS are mocking all of you. They said, go and release him now, let us see. Because they have arrogated themselves to a particular height whereby lead counsel, thank you, Sunday Onyendu, lead counsel. They have arrogated themselves to a particular point whereby they are Nigerian government and Nigerian government is them. That is the reason why they are doing everything humanly possible to see that the second declaration of Biafra never happened. They are doing clamp down on every media personality. And I ask you, when you people poison the Waka Waka, did you stop many medias from standing up? When you hide some media personalities secretly and lie that it was the DSS that kidnapped them, did you stop it? Did you stop the media? A good example is this girl called Nkakwai Boma that I agitated for her release. I even continued alerting Omoyere Showore, then sending messages, morning message, afternoon message, evening message, till the Omoyere Showore went there to begin to air it. This girl, when she have her freedom, you see her write-ups. Now that she doesn't have her freedom, you see her write-up. Supporting everything criminal, even when it is obvious that these people are criminal, she will support. Do you know the reason why? She doesn't have her freedom. If she speaks the truth, just like what Darlington said, and you hear about Darlington said that he have counted some crooked waka in their DOS against Onyendu, but he will be watching. This guy is not serious. He wants to Idaragold. This guy is not serious, Darlington. He's not serious. He is the main devil there. Okay, tomorrow he answer Darlington. Tomorrow he answer as he dey hot. Next tomorrow he answer to Prince Every time new name. Maybe next tomorrow he will bring a new name. Answering new names. People without conscience. These are the same people who agitated that Onyendu should remain there in DSS. Onyendu shouldn't be taken away from DSS. He must remain there without knowing the They know the implication, not without knowing. But the Mugusu, the ordinary Mugusu joining them in the thank you, Osoji too. He answers many names. The ordinary Mugusu helping them to propagate that particular message doesn't know what they are doing. They don't know what they are doing. They are only helping criminals to achieve their aim against Onyendu. And they will never, they know it. They will never. The criminals in the OS, like you had a voice that I played, was it yesterday morning? The guy said, you people have sacked the barrister. Now, go and release Onyendu, let us see. They don't care about the freedom of Onyendu. Go and release Onyendu, let us see. Which means Onyendu will continue to stay there. These are the people that said that they care about Onyendu. Go and release Onyendu, let us see. We have things that we are doing, cooking for all of you. Which means their propaganda now is against Onyendu. Onyendu remain there. Onyendu will buy. They are no longer hiding it. And the Mugus, especially the Mugus in Aba, Ndabonovu Susu. Ihe mebu unu. Asa Aba di Aba last. Ndaba na avu Mugu. Mugu panon, all of them, Ndaba, Susu venu, Susu. All of you in Aba, Ndo Bukuru Fike. Echidono, Koron Nasana, and what happens to Aba di Aba last? On the Takaro Numa. Aba Mugu. Do you know to the highest? Do you know upon all these things that is happening, they deceive the Abba? Their stronghold is in Abba. The criminal DOS stronghold is in Abba. Abba. That you will go to ordinary street on the ordinary person on the street. That person will be telling you like Onyendu and Bokashia. Like somebody who is leaking from Ike. Let us continue listening to their voice. Let us continue because it will marvel you.
Somebody that is going to face the trial, we're about to commence trial in line with the Supreme Court judgment. Can you direct these people? Can you direct that Nnamdi Kanu should be transferred to Kuje prison? He refused. She refused. She refused only to tell us that there is no security in Kuje prison, quoting the judge. You pressmen were there on that day. Now, you are not telling.
Chief Judge telling them there is no security in Kuje prison. Now, do you know the numbers of people that have been sent to Kuje prison? Abba Kyari went to Kuje prison. Went to Kuje prison. What are they calling this man for this thing? Went to Kuje prison. Kuje prison that is in Abuja. The presidential seat, Chief Judge is telling them there is no security in Kuje prison. What do you see in connection with what the DOS are telling you? They said no security in Kuje prison, meaning that this thing have been planned to assassinate Onyendu and to keep him in perpetual bondage in DSS facility. So that Onyendu will not have any communication with the outside world because they feared that immediately Onyendu is being taken. Let me review the secret that they are afraid of. They feared that immediately Onyendu is being taken to the Kuje prison, that the outside world will somehow manipulate and get evidences from Onyendu from where he was kidnapped, his stories. So they will continue to keep him in DSS. I am just revealing it to you now. This is the main thing that they have been hiding for a very long time. So the security that they are telling you that they don't have in Kuje prison is the security of information, not security of life and property. And let me tell you, many of you don't know. Have you heard that Kuje prison was attempted to, the breaking of Kuje prison was attempted anyhow in the history. Let me appoint to you the 2 times that you have had it. The first time Onyendu was there. That was the planned break of Kuje prison. They broke it, waiting to assassinate Onyendu, thinking that he will come out so that Kahabara Tovanala, Onyendu, Kete Popo. It was planned by the same DSS, so that anytime they lay their hands on Onyendu, he will continue to suffer in perpetual bondage under their custody. And the criminals in the EOS helped them to propagate this particular propaganda. The second time that Kuje prison was attempted to be broke is this second time that Onyendu was there. You had them. All of a sudden, terrorists left. They are coming to Abuja where you have, do you know how many equipments that you have in Abuja? What equipment that you have in Abuja? All of them full hands, including jet bomber. What are they calling it? This thing that always intercept bomb from air. All of them kept quiet. And the time that they went to that Abuja to break the prison, a security from Abuja told me. A security from Abuja told me prior to the prison break that they got call to withdraw security men from prison. They withdrew all security men from prison, and few hours after the withdrawal of security men, this man struck. What do you see in this? What do you see? What do you see? This time around, it is complicit with the DOS criminals to jail Onyendu. To jail Onyendu. Yeah, Tucano Jet was there, and all of them couldn't intercept these people. It is a plan to jail Onyendu. A plan, a direct plan, to make sure that Onyendu suffer. Do you see? Let us continue to listen. Let us continue to listen. These are the things that this lawyer barrister never told you, because he was the person submitting papers according to Kanunta. Kanunta said that he saw all the whole papers that he submitted. You know me, I will always be plain. Kanunta said that he saw all the whole papers that he submitted, which implies that the person prosecuting Onyendu was Ejiofo. Ejiofo is the person defending and prosecuting Onyendu. Let us continue, please.
That if Nnamdi Kanu is convicted for whatever charge you have, is he going to start the prison term at the SSS? The answer is no. Now, what it means is that the Captain Nnamdi Kanu there, so that Nnamdi Kanu will not have a very fortified defense. This thing you must let the world know, because I saw one person, though I don't want to call him a journalist, because I know those who are journalists.
What is this man meaning? What is it that this man is trying to tell you? That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not have a very fortified defense. What is he saying? They kept Onyendu there so that there is nothing that you will do to defend him. So what, in the other instance, what this guy have been running around is Onyendu to be jailed. Ask that criminal, was Onyendu there the first time before they release him? The answer is no. So why is he collaborating? Note, the wife is also a DSS. So he will even be using the wife to frustrate the release of Onyendu. The release or taking Onyendu to prison. The wife is a senior member of DSS. so that you note it very clear. And the brother that he brought and claimed that this is his brother, and they are DSS members, are also very high DSS personnel, because that guy was having peso. You cannot be a local person and you will be assigned peso for. He was having peso and another person protecting him at the back. At this end. So the guy that he brought to Odanike's place is not ordinary DSS personnel. So they are now using all of them to persecute Onyendu. Remember, Ejiofor brought DSS personnel to Odanike for fortification before the kidnapping of Onyendu. I was there. Me, I did there. Ejiofor brought them. They identified and said that they are DSS personnel. I was there when they did the juju for them. I was there when they tested the juju. Not only me, the entire state, those that went on the state spiritual pilgrimage was there, because that travel was special pilgrimage. Ejiofor brought them. Now, what this guy is saying, why is it that Ejiofor never said this thing before? What Ejiofor concentrated upon is that every court setting, he will jump from radio houses, from television houses, to propagate that the terrorists, it is Igbo that is spying themselves, thereby saying it is freedom fighters that is spying themselves. Oh, Simon in Finland. And they are helping the people who buy the innocent people with ordinary flag to prosecute Simon, who never buy the innocent people. They are helping the Nigerian government, the army, to prosecute Simon Epaden, that never buy the innocent people, that we have not seen any year that they have bought people. They are helping them to prosecute Simon, who never died. But Ejiofor knew that the military have pied people. Even in the video, he said it before when he was going up and down, when Onyendu was around, saying that time that we were protesting with a flag, saying that why must they be pied? Why must we be pied? Double agents. Money is the root of evil. Why he was doing this? He was taking chieftaincy title, taking knight of Muzimba, taking knight of Lukumba in the Anglican church in town.